Digital rocket engines provide city and regional magazines with easy to use market intelligence tools. You'll find great ideas that can make a difference at Digital Rocket Engines. Now, this video is about how can digital rocket engines help people who are working in marketing and working on events. So there's a lot of great tools here that can help you find some awesome ideas others are doing. First recommendation is please watch some of the videos about each of the rockets. So if you go through some of the pertinent videos, you can see how exactly to use the email rocket, the subject line rocket, the events rocket, etc. This video is going to go through this all really quick just to kind of give you an overview of what you can use. So if I'm in marketing events, I would go to the email rocket, and now you're going to see where 60,000 emails from city and regional magazines, from national magazines, from retailers. This is where they all live. And we've been collecting these emails since January of 2017. The key way to use it for anyone is by category. As you can see, we have dozens of categories that we're tracking these emails to put everything into context so you get clarity when it comes to looking for idea generation. And in your world, you'll find events. And another way to be a little bit faster is you could just type in events, and it'll take you, narrow it down just to the events. So I could see events advertisers are doing in case there's some ideas of a similar event that we're doing that some advertisers might have done for other magazines, or, of course, signature events that city and regional magazines have done. And we have 1,700 emails from city and regional magazines living in the email rocket. So it's a real easy tool to use. You can just narrow it down by best of party. You can move the dates around. Always be sure to clear the filters when you're using it. But it's a fun tool to use. And then on the marketing side, farther down, you'll see from marketing, and there's some marketing things that you may have somebody have done content promotion, etc., memberships, newsletters, etc. So that's where all that lives. So another tool that we find useful to use is, let's say if I'm promoting an event, the hard part is if we're going to get people to open, we have to have a great cover line. And once again, we want to be inspired by our friends at other city and regional magazines. And this is just the email rocket with all the images stripped out. And you can, once again, we're going to type events. And if I'm throwing an event for the best of parties, I can see all the subject lines that may be in there and give us some ideas on those events. You click on the subject line, it actually takes you straight to the email itself. If you click on, if you click on clear filter, we can also go do a keyword search up here. And this will now take you to anything that says whiskey in our database. And let's just do the signature again, the signature events. Okay, now here's all the subject lines for the whiskey newsletters that have come out. So, Whiskey Fest next week is coming out. And I can go click on there real quickly, or this is an older one, I guess, and see how they've done it. So it's a pretty cool tool to use. So another tool for you to do is if you have any interest in seeing what everybody else is doing with their social media efforts. This gives you going down vertically here with magazine. This is everybody's websites, their Facebook, their Twitters, the size of their followers, etc. All you have to do is click onto the link, and it'll take you there. And we talk more about that in the social media rocket video. The top 100 rocket is another cool rocket to use. If I want to go, if I see an event somebody has done, like that whiskey event, I can go here to find a way to go contact somebody. So let's say we want to contact somebody at 417 because we see an event that they like. This takes you to their masthead page and their staff staffing. Excuse me. I think, yeah, there's the staff, etc. And you can drill it down and find the person that you want to email. We highly recommend that you also do, if you're a CRMA member, use a CRMA group. Great way to have that interchange to ask those questions. If you find a great idea on the Great Idea Rocket, just call it out and say, hey, I saw this on the Great Idea Rocket. Can somebody at your magazine help me, or has anybody else done something really cool? So, and the events column is how a magazine may have listed their own events on their website. And another tool that is actually the one I should have started off with, it's the Events Rocket. Now, the Events Rocket is our effort to track every single event that a city and regional magazine has done. That's their signature event, and that we've identified and they've done email marketing to. So this is a very unique tool. It shows us over 600 events that your fellow city and regional magazines have done. And there's ideas here we could be inspired by. Once again, if we had talked about whiskey, this quickly brings up everybody who's done a whiskey event. 417, if we look at they've done it 3 times. If I look at their 2019 event, you can see the email that they've actually put out. We could hit the view rendered email, takes you to the live email, and by clicking onto this, it'll take you to their landing page to see how they're promoting it to prospective ticket buyers and how they're promoting their sponsors, etc. You can also get to those landing pages because not everybody has a landing page up, because sometimes the landing page just comes down. But if you see tickets is going to take you to the landing page with more details on those events, and those are still pages that are up. So a couple other places to go look is under tools. We're creating new rockets or new resources for our city and regional magazines, and that's going to explode in 2019 as we're working with you. If you ever have a tool idea that we could provide, feel free to reach out to us. And then finally, we're sending out emails several times a month to talk specifically about marketing and events. Please read them. I think you're going to find some great information there. But if you missed a couple emails, this is the place to come see all the archive of the emails. So there'll be listed by department, which would be events, what the category topic would be, and then what the subject of the specific newsletter that we put out. So you can quickly find some great ideas here. And here's another secret. We're actually publishing here before we actually send out the email. So, there might be some event ideas that you're not going to see the newsletter for months in advance. So come here if you're trying to find some great event ideas. And finally, speaking of great ideas, if you have any great ideas that you could share with us about your marketing and especially your events efforts, please reach out to us. We'd love to share those ideas with our readers. Maybe even if you have the time, we'd love to have you write a quick short article that we can share in our Great Ideas newsletter. And just feel free to contact us. Or if there's any way that we can help you or answer any of your questions, feel free to reach out to us.